There's about to be a huge celebration taking place, and you're going to be a major part of it. Three of Cups up right here. Celebration, community, creativity, friendship, divine connections, meeting your soul tribe, connecting with like-minded individuals, accomplishment after accomplishment, creating change together, creating memories together, building generational wealth together, breaking generational curses together. I'm seeing like a renaissance, a golden age. And this is why they've been trying to get your attention for so long. They've been trying to get you to release control. They've been trying to get you to let go and trust, surrender, because you're holding on so tightly to this reality that doesn't even matter. It's all an illusion. And so they've been trying to get you to go within. They've been trying to get you to tap into your gifts, your wisdom, your skills, your divine gifts. And so this has been your challenge all along. Five of Staffs here upright. And when you look at the picture on the Three of Cups upright and the Five of Staffs upright, it's all groups of people. And they're like leaning upward. So the Three of Cups, each individual in this picture is holding a cup and they're toasting, but their hands are up to the sky. On the picture for the Five of Staffs upright, it's the same thing, except it's not cups they're holding up to the sky. It's these staffs. They're building something. They're all connecting. They're putting their skills and their talents together to build something, and they're reaching up to the sky. And so it's so interesting because I've been having the conversation of the importance of language, grammaire, the French word, which goes back to creating a spell, conjuring. Okay? And when you spell words, when you use words, words are spelled. Every single time that you use a word, you're creating a spell. That's why it's so important for you to be mindful of the words that you're using. So when we constantly talk about falling, okay, example, falling in love or being down for something. Yeah, I'm down for that. You want to go to the movies later? Yeah, I'm down. You know, it's like we're subconsciously lowering ourselves using our words. And I know I probably sound so corny to my friends, but I'm like, why don't we rise in love? Why we have to fall in love? Why can't we rise together? And so that's what's happening. We're building. Some of you guys are water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you guys are fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And so many of you, when you finally surrender to what you thought life was supposed to be, when you finally give that up, because like I said, some of you are holding on to it so tight. You're holding on to it so tightly. And I feel like this comes from a place of fear. And that's what makes it the challenge. Five of Staffs upright. That's what makes it a challenge. And how you come out of this is what determines the amount of growth. How much work you've put into unlearning and relearning. Deprogramming. Because the Five of Staffs talks about growth, energy, challenge, conflict, competition. It has been a challenge for some of you. Letting go of certain fears, beliefs, behaviors, habits. And so with the star here in reverse, some of you guys have been lacking faith. Some of you are afraid of the unknown as well. Some of you guys will really benefit from taking a spiritual cleansing bath using herbs, salt, lime, cleansing your energy completely, because it's one thing to cleanse your energy using smoke, such as sage, palo santo, frankincense, and myrrh. But it's something completely different to submerge yourself into a portal, because water is a portal. Water is energy. And so we utilize the energy, the cleansing energies that water can bring us. So some of you can benefit from that, okay? And so to clarify, because I asked, why is the star here in reverse? To clarify, we got the judgment crossing. This is your challenge. Anytime a card comes out crossing, it's something that you're working on. Some of you guys, you're afraid of change. Some of you are in denial. Some of you are doubting yourselves. You're doubting your ability to get through this. You don't even know your own power. And this is for some of you, okay? Because a lot of you guys come in my comment section and act like I'm talking directly to you. This is a collective reading. Not everything is going to fit for you. So take what fits and leave what doesn't, okay? I guess now I'll take the time to welcome you guys. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. And this is a reversible date. If you look at the date 5202025, backwards it's the same thing. 5202025. So that's a portal. Today would be a great day to do that spiritual energetic cleansing. Because there's some things that need to be released here in order for you to move on and tap into your highest level of creativity. Okay, many of you will be going through a rebirth, an awakening, and that's what the judgment card speaks on as well, upright. When it comes out upright, it talks about rebirth, awakening, renewal. And so for many of you, this is your challenge. How well can you pivot? How well can you pivot? How well can you remember who you are and what you came here to do? So you came here equipped with certain powers and abilities. Some of you just forgot. Some of you forgot. So another card that came out crossing here is the Hangman. The Hangman came out crossing, and the Hangman also talks about resistance to change, delays, indecision, stubbornness. And remember, I just said like 5 minutes ago, some of you guys are holding on so tightly to this reality. So this message came to me earlier, and thank you so much, ancestors, for keeping me tapped in, because they're always coming to me with these messages. So this has been your challenge all along. We're in a simulation. This is somewhat like a game, okay? And so material things don't matter, although as long as you play their game, it does matter. It only matters if you're playing the game. Otherwise, it's not real. What they say matters doesn't really matter. It's all a mind fuck. They keep you busy and dizzy so you don't reach the real goal, what should be the real goal, which is higher consciousness, peace of mind, oneness. And so many of you are holding on so tightly. It's like you're so invested in playing their game. You're so deep in. And so remember I said the other day there was like 2 doors to choose from, and it's 1:44 right now on the clock in the East Coast. 1:44, that's 9. Change and transformation, rebirth, renewal. So remember the other day I said that there was 2 different doors to choose from, and one door your higher self would choose and the other door your lower self would choose, but either way, there's no wrong answer. This is that choice. This is the choice. It's like there's 2 different games. two different games, okay? And one is the higher self and one is the lower self. It's duality. One is light, one is darker. And so because you have free will, ultimately, essentially, it's your choice. You can't lose. But choose wisely. I'll say that. Choose wisely. And so keep in mind that there is, they are so funny. Keep in mind that there is a consequence to every action. There's a reaction to every action. And so because some of you have been exercising your free will, as you should, and you've been making certain decisions, some of these decisions that you've made have caused significant delays for you. It's caused slow progress, lack of movement. And so now this is where you're kind of like nudged into character. You're nudged into being who you were put here to be. It's like, well, damn, I made all those mistakes. I did all these things, made all the wrong choices, or I don't want to call them wrong choices, okay? You made the choices that you felt called to make. You made, like, you were acting as, let me think about how I'm going to word this. You can only grow as much as your environment. I'll say that, okay? So at the time, those choices suited you for where you were at mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But now you have grown. So those choices are going to look a little bit different. And so now, that was 8 of staffs in reverse, okay? Some of you are fire signs. With those delays, miscommunications, or slow progress, lack of movement, that's all 8 of staffs in reverse. But now we got the 4 of staffs upright. That's you making the right decisions now. That's you strategizing. That's you tapping into your creativity, tapping into your higher self, raising your vibrational frequency. Because the 4 of staffs talks about celebration, homecoming. It's you coming back to who you were, who you've always been. Okay, and it also talks about community again, building stability with community. A lot of you guys are growing out of that whole introverted stage, that socially awkward stage. Because let's be real, you were programmed to be that way. You were. You were put into isolation, whether it was your caretakers, society, your teachers, whoever. Like, they encouraged that. They encouraged that. They made you afraid during COVID. Stay 6 feet apart. Stay away from each other. Everyone has germs and everyone is disgusting. Stay away from them. And so you've been programmed to kind of be introverts. Okay, and so now you're getting out of that and we're moving, boom, into the Ace of Wands upright. New beginnings. Oh my gosh. Fire energy is very prominent here. A lot of you guys may be fire signs, or you may embody characteristics of fire signs. That passion. And it's funny because I think it was yesterday when I said somebody might benefit from candle work. That still stands, right? But some of you are the candle. Like, some of you, like, your passion, your desire, everything that within you burns so bright. Like, your flame is unwavering. It continues to stand tall. Wow. So if you're not fire energy, you're really persistent and resilient. You're really persistent and resilient. And this is what makes you qualified. As a matter of fact, some of you are overqualified. Some of you guys are working at jobs where you're overqualified as well. I felt called to mention that. So the Ace of Wands talks about new beginnings, inspiration, creativity, okay, passion, confidence, courage, power, growth. And a lot of you are doing this together as a collective. You're speaking up, you're reaching out. You're standing tall, confident. You're creating change. Like I said, golden age. You're about to be a major part of this golden age, this new age renaissance. Many of you are creating, you're realizing that you're creative and you're innovative, and you're capitalizing off of that. You're creating generational wealth with that. Wow. That's powerful. And you know what? This is Shango music playing in the background. This is so interesting. Okay, because Shango is connected with lightning, which is fire. So that speaks volumes. And not only is he connected with fire and lightning, he's also connected to justice. He's the Orisha of justice, or one of the Orishas. He's one of quite a few Orishas that represent justice. And he's known for his strength as well. So some of you may need to study Shango. Some of you are children of Shango. And some of you guys may need to embody that energy of Shango. Shango is also associated with the planet Jupiter. So some of you guys may have some placements in your birth chart in Jupiter. We also do life path and birth chart readings. So if you're interested in booking that, you can book that down below in the description box, okay? If you guys need more clarity, book a personal reading. Right now, we're also doing past life readings for a limited time only, and we're offering these at a first come, first serve basis, okay? Because I don't know how long we're gonna have these up here. They take a lot of time, a lot of energy. So this is just kind of like I'm testing it to see how everything goes. So if you're interested in booking a past life reading where you can learn more about who you were in a past life, what you came here to accomplish, and what trials, tribulations, and blockages are a result of trauma from a past life, then you definitely want to book that down below in the description box while it's still available. Okay, so we're going to ask a question. It has to be a yes or no question, okay? And I'm going to answer it. You can keep these questions to yourself, or you could put the question in the comment section, all right? In the meantime, if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure to take the time to do so. Thank you for all your love and support as well, okay? Ancestors, please give me one card to answer a question for the collective. Give me one card to answer a question for the collective. Okay, we got the answer no here. The answer is no. And there's a message here. They're talking about new opportunities, gratitude, and emotional renewal. It says happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Okay, is it time to consider new possibilities? So yeah, you guys are moving on to something new, something big. Okay, congratulations. Sending you guys so much love, hugs, and healing energy. Until next time, peace and oneness.